Welcome back to the world of Fallout, where every corner is steeped in radioactive secrets, mutants, or bandits. In this world, every door can lead to a past civilization that tried to survive the end of the world, a hidden repository, or maybe your future tomb, in a world where silence is not comfortable, but downright unsettling. In this series, we'll focus on the vaults, iconic underground shelters that were much more than just a refuge. They were laboratories, traps, and sometimes the last hope. First up, we'll take a look at Vault 1, the first of many bunkers that were meant to save civilization or experimentally destroy it. Vault 1, the beginning of everything, but also the most secretive of the entire Vault series. It was created before the so-called Great War as part of the Vault Project, an ambitious initiative of the US government and the Vault Tech Corporation. The official goal? Simple: to ensure the survival of selected citizens in the event of a nuclear disaster. But as it happens in Fallout, nothing is as it seems at first glance. Vault 1 was built in California, presumably near the Vault Tech headquarters. Its construction began sometime in the 1950s, at a time when the world was spiraling into a spiral of paranoia, propaganda, and political tension between the United States of America and China. This vault was not just a technological experiment. It was also a social prototype, a laboratory for exploring the human psyche in isolation. The inhabitants of Vault 1 were not chosen at random. They were mostly Vault Tech employees and their families, people who were meant to test life in a confined space before the world was engulfed in a radioactive storm. They tested the first versions of Pip-Boys, hydroponic farms, AI systems, water filtration, air recycling, and most importantly, man himself. Although Vault 1 wasn't part of the known extreme experiments like some later vaults, like Vault 11 or 22, which we'll talk about another time, documents that have surfaced suggest that it was a test of loyalty, patience, and resilience. How long can a person stay locked up if they believe there is a higher purpose? Where is the line between responsibility and insanity? After the Great War in 20077, Vault 1 supposedly survived. However, we don't know its exact coordinates. It never appeared in any game. Some theories claim that the inhabitants of Vault 1 became founding members of the Brotherhood of Steel. Others say that the vault was hermetically sealed and its story forever buried beneath tons of concrete and silence. Some believers even claim that Vault 1 gave rise to the first survival cult, a sect that believes the world outside is an illusion. Vault 1 wasn't just the beginning of technology, it was the beginning of a philosophy, the first step into an underground world that was supposed to save humanity, while exploring its darkest sides. It was the first question the world didn't yet know the answer to. In the next part, we'll look at one of the experimental vaults where reality turned into a nightmare, and where hope was replaced by paranoia. So stay tuned, because the scariest is yet to come.